like to call to order the monthly meeting of the Durant City Council. Please, at this time, welcome Danny Mackey. She's at Hands for Hope. She's going to say a invocation for us.
Father, thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your faithfulness that never changes, Lord. And I thank you for pouring out your wisdom on every person in here, Lord. That any decision made here tonight is your will, that your will be done as on earth as it is in heaven, Lord. And thank you for our beautiful city, and thank you for your son, Jesus. It's in his beautiful, holy, and precious name we pray. Amen.
And please join me for a flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Everybody be seated, and please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller.
Here.
Councilmember Morrison.
Here.
Councilmember Shear.
Here.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Here.
Mayor Tucker.
Mayor Tucker is absent. At this time, we are going to, since it's a budget approval meeting, we're going to pause the Durant City Council meeting, and we are going to go through each of the utility authorities to approve the proposed budget, hopefully, and then we'll come back and start the City Council meeting. So I'd like to call the roll for the Durant City Utilities Authority.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Morrison.
Here.
Trustee Shear.
Here.
Vice Chairman Simulescu.
Here.
Chairman Tucker.
First order of business is the consent items, which is consideration and possible approval of the regular session meetings for May 12th, 2026.
Motion to approve consent items. Second.
A motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Trustee Morrison.
Yes.
Trustee Shear.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu.
Yes. Considering there is no items removed from consent and there is no information items and no administration items, we move to item 5, which is a public hearing on the proposed budget for 26-27.
You can get that pulled up, since we're jumping around here.
Who are you going to speak on it? Pam, or is it going to be in Chen?
Yeah, Ann and I may tag team, so
Okay, go for it.
since we've already, we did a budget workshop of several weeks ago. The budget overall is not changing a whole lot. Our sales, and we do project our sales and use tax to increase by about 3% over this year. The utility authority budget is up about 5% from what it was last year. Durant City Utilities this fiscal year, $16,941,677. We estimate in 26-27, $17,798,232. Of course, the capital improvement fund is separate from that, so we can talk about that one in a little bit, but pretty flat on what the DCUA budget will be from this fiscal year.
Any questions about any of that? Anybody have any questions about any of that? All right.
And did I miss anything? Anything you want to say? You good?
This is where I ask if the audience has anything to say, right? 3 times. Is anybody in the audience or any commentary on the budget? Going once? Going twice? All right. Part B. Consideration and approval of motion to file Durant City Utilities Authority fiscal year 2026-2027 financial plan with the Durant City Council as beneficiary. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve 5B.
Second. Motion and a second, please call roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. All right, approved. 6 and 7, we do not have an executive session. There's no new business. I move for adjournment of the Durant City Utilities Authority.
Second.
Motion and a second, please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. Now we move on to the Durant Development Authority. Call to order, please. Roll call.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Morrison?
Here.
Trustee Shear?
Here.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Here.
Chairman Tucker?
Order of business, consent items. There are no consent items. We go straight to number 5, which is the public hearings portion of the Durant Development Authority. 5A is the public hearing on the proposed 2026-2027 budget of the Durant Development Authority. Anything to add on that?
No, this one, it remained flat too. The only really one we're gonna see kind of a difference in, and it's only at 2.42%, will be the city, the general fund agenda, budget. But the sales tax is holding pretty steady. We're up maybe just a little bit. But our use tax is up about $900,000 from what we've estimated this year.
Okay. For those that don't know, what does the Durant Development Authority do?
Well, I'm not real sure.
It's usually the pass-through for the schools, right? So, just everybody knows what it is. We've been here, some people here may not know.
Durant Development Authority actually is just like the money that we receive from the sales tax and use tax. We hold it and then transfer
Then we
out.
transfer
So
it,
there's
yeah.
nothing that we can,
We transfer it to where?
to that school.
Right, so it's,
yeah.
it is for the school bond, for the sales tax that is dedicated for the school. I just wanted to make sure, some people are new, some people may not know that, so
Okay,
that's
yeah.
that's what this is for. It's really a pass-through, but we have to still approve a budget for it.
It really
so.
is just a holding, and then
Yep.
it's.
So I just wanted
the funds are
everybody to be
transferred
aware
out.
of what that is, if, they're watching or haven't known, so, okay, thank you. All right, any comments from the audience or other people on the budget on this? Going once, going twice, all right. 5B, consideration and approval of motion to file Durant Development Authority financial plan with Durant City Council as beneficiary. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve 5B.
Second.
Motion is second, please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. Motion passes. Considering there's no other things to talk about, move for adjournment of the Durant Development Authority.
Second.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. Meeting's adjourned. Now I'd like to call to order the Durant Airport Authority meeting. Please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Morrison?
Here.
Trustee Shear?
Here.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Here.
Chairman Tucker?
Order of business, there actually are consent items listed here. A is the consideration and possible approval of appointment of J. Scott Lawrence for the Durant Airport Advisory. The consideration and approval of appointment of Michael Gaffney to the Durant Airport Advisory Board. Also, the consideration and possible approval of the regular session minutes for May 12th, 2026. Does there anybody want to take any of those out of the consent agenda? And if not, do I hear a motion to accept the consent agenda?
Motion to approve all consent items.
I'll second.
A motion is second, please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. All right. the same thing, we'll go down to public hearings, 5A, a public hearing on the proposed 2026-2027 budget of the Durant Airport Authority. Ms. Pam Polk.
And this budget has only increased like 1.11%, from a little under, well, 2 million to just over 2.1 million. I do want to say, though, that the airport has been really paying its own way. We're not having to transfer a lot of funds over to the airport for their budget. So they did really well this past year.
Yeah, we have approval of that. We're working towards a control tower and.
We got $3 million from the state legislature this last year to do the design and engineering for an air traffic control tower. So that's in the process right now. The airport is also working on, there's a grant through ODAA, and the OAC for a grant that is the percentage is 95.5, so the grant is 95%, the city pays 5%, and we're working on 2 new hangars at the airport. So there's another project going on right now at one of the apron hangars, so we're in the middle of that also. So there's a lot of things, a lot of great things going on at the airport right now.
So really important. That's why I wanted to hear that everybody should kind of get an idea of, you know, the progress that we're making at the airport. So some good things happening there. We're excited for it. Any other questions about the budget? Anybody else before I? All right. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. All right, 3 times. Do I hear a motion for the consideration and possible approval of the Durant Authority, Airport Authority financial plan with the City Council as a beneficiary?
Motion to approve 5B.
Second.
Motion and a second, please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. Seeing that there's no other business, I move to adjourn the meeting of the Durant Airport Authority.
Second.
Motion and a second, please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Morrison?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. Any more? I think that was all of them.
That's all of them.
All right, now we're back to the regular meeting of the Durant City Council, and now we are on consent items in the order of business number 1, and there's a few consent items listed there. I don't necessarily have to read them all, but you guys can read them and see if there's anything in there that you guys want to keep in consent or if you guys want to take out of consent. If I don't hear anything, I'll entertain a motion when anybody's ready.
Motion to approve consent items.
Second.
Motion and a second, please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison?
Yes.
Councilmember Shear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Yes. Right there. D. You want, I saw the guy you want me to talk to. All right. All right. We have no consent items removed. We have no information items tonight. We'll move to number 4, administration. 4A, consideration and possible approval of Miller Asphalt for the City of Durant Emergency Operations Center parking lot in the amount of $86,940.
Good evening, Council.
Good evening.
Come for you tonight. We put out for bids to finish the parking lot at the Durant Emergency Operations Center. The parking lot has never been finished since the building's been opened. We have very limited parking that's on hard surface. The rest is grass, dirt, mud, depending on the surfaces or the conditions. So we went out for bids and we got 6 bids, and we asked to accept Miller's Asphalt as the bid we would accept at $86,940.
Questions on that, anybody?
This project really needs to be done because Richard holds a lot of trainings out there. We are kind of the hub that, that everyone comes to. It's a very nice facility with a parking area, like he said, that a lot of times is in mud and in sad shape.
And this is the actual, well, this is my drawing, but in the actual plans, this is the way the parking lot was designed.
And which, so that was the original design, so which one are we? Are we doing both of those? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Which layout
both,
are we actually
one's the
doing?
north side and one is the east side of
Okay,
the
we're doing
building.
both.
Yes.
Okay. And dumb question, so we have this budgeted already? We already have the money for this, or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I like the fact that it's a local company, that's nice.
There any warranties?
I don't know about the warranty, other than,
Should've asked you before, sorry.
Normally it's at least a year, I think.
it's what I thought, but I didn't want to speak out of turn.
And they are no relation to me, if anybody's wondering in the room.
Oh, I thought you were doing it, okay.
They do a bunch of stuff locally. I think they do quality work as far as I know.
I've done
So I think they'll be,
some
it should be a
street
good,
overlays.
they should do a
Millers.
good job on that.
They did Rodeo Road.
They're a good company, they did my driveway, they come back from town, they fix the problems, I just wanted to expressly gave you the reviews.
Did they have any, like, time estimates or anything like that when?
I am supposed to call him as soon as we get out of here if it
Gotcha.
gets approved, and
Okay.
he hopes to start on it next week.
Oh, okay.
He's doing Southeastern Aviation's parking lot next
Okay.
week, and he's hoping that while the dirt guys get done, they can come across the street, because I'm across the street from it,
Oh, nice.
and start.
Mhm.
Okay.
Help with mobilization, yeah.
All right, any other questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second, please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes, motion passes. So for 4B.
Thank you, Richard.
Oh, sorry. For 4B, what we'll do is, after the motion's approved, we'll come down there and we'll take some pictures. So that these folks don't have to sit through all the next bit of time here, and we'll do that. All right, so 4B is consideration and possible approval of Resolution R 2026-05, renaming Big Lots Boulevard to Choctaw Way.
Yes, sir. We've had several requests to change the name of Big Lots to Shot Away. Big Lots is no longer here.
Right.
So, we actually have talked to our sign department, and it will take about a week and a half to get or 2 weeks to get the new signs put in. Would any of y'all like to speak? Would
Council-
any of y'all
Would you
like
like
Councilmember
to
Dry,
say
would you
any
like to
words?
say any words?
You don't have to, if you want to.
I mean, we appreciate it so much. I mean, that's acquired big lots and everything, and just, it makes sense with all our properties and
Right.
stuff out there. And,
Sure.
The partnership and everything we have with the city and stuff, we just appreciate the consideration.
We appreciate
Very
it.
much.
too.
What does Choctaw mean? In Choctaw?
Choctaw.
Choctaw?
Chutta Lane.
Chota what
Chutta
lane?
Way, I think.
Chota Way.
By the way.
Chota
Yeah.
Way. Stand correct.
Chutta is Choctaw. So it's-
Okay. Huh. You want to go down and take a
Choctaw
picture?
Way.
Oh, let's do, all right, so motion to approve 4B.
Just real quick, we had input in that, right? Or did you have input in this, like, as far as like the name or? Okay, just curious when we came up with that. Did we come up with that, or?
I think they've got with our language. department.
Okay, just making sure that they had some input before we were like, oh, yeah, we're gonna call it this, okay. Okay.
And
I did have one question. There was there any businesses in that area that were opposed to it?
Nobody in this
There's
Nobody on
nobody
either side,
there.
just y'all. No, I just,
It's-
perfect.
Exclusive to them.
yeah,
Okay.
Sarah Jane Smallwood Cock is here. Sarah Jane, would you like, I know she and I went back and forth on quite a few discussions.
Oh, yes, sir. So, Helita, thank you, City Council, and so I'm an employee of,
Step up to the microphone, please.
thanks, ma'am. If y'all can see me.
You're welcome.
Helita City Council, Yakoki, and thank you for your consideration of this. I'm an employee of our executive branch for the Choctaw Nation. So glad to have the support of Councilman Duran, our legislative body, in this request as well. This name was developed in partnership with our communications division, our language school, and ultimately with Chief Batten. I think it's very symbolic to just show the Choctaw Way, and that partnership with the city. So we appreciate it so much, and just always proud to be able that we serve so many of the same residents here in the city of Durant. So thank you, Yakoki.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Motion to approve 4B.
I'll second.
Motion is second, please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes. All right, let's go step down and take a few pictures.
Don't have anything to hold.
Pictures for what?
We just take a picture
It's up there, that's wrong. Data up on the screen's not good. The screen's bad. Sorry, just being over. That's what I do. Well, what are you up to? Working?
Working a little bit. My daughter graduated last
That's exciting. What
16th.
she graduate in?
MOU, Public Relations and Political Science.
Okay.
And she has a job.
Where's she going to work? Where's she working at?
She's gonna work at Oklahoma City
Okay.
Memorial Museum.
Oh, wow, that's
Not
cool.
the memorial, but the museum.
Museum, that's
Museum's
cool.
private. You know, the memorial is actually federal.
I didn't know that. No.
But the museum is private, and she has a pretty good job.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Big deal.
Did you go to the museum when you were there?
I've never been through the museum.
Me neither.
I've got to have to get her to take me.
I've been to the memorial.
start
I've never
buying
been to the
better
museum.
I've been to the memorial, yeah.
I've got some friends that said the museum's pretty neat.
I know. Couldn't get them on
The
time.
large and they'll give you a personal
water
tour
bottles.
behind the
I'll gotta
scenes,
stop by and
behind the
get
scenes.
I'm afraid to open it.
Ready? All right. 4C, consideration and possible approval of the final plat request for property located near Linwood Drive and North First Avenue.
Good afternoon. This is a final plat for the.
Paul, pull that microphone.
Oh, my, not loud. I thought I was plenty loud.
Well, you're pretty loud, but.
This is a final plat of phase 1 of the single-family homes for Lindenwood. Pretty cut and dry. Nothing has changed from the original preliminary plat that was approved. It went before Planning Commission last week and was approved with 4 yeses and 0 nos. So with that, I'll open up for any questions.
This does match like our future land use map and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this has been ongoing phases of this development. So we're just slowly getting it filled in. Is kind of how
Yes,
I
sir.
understand it. So. If I don't hear any other discussions or questions.
You know if they have plans to expand more?
I believe we will have 1 to 2 more phases. I know there's been a preliminary approval of phase 2 of the single-family homes. If I'm not mistaken, there's a few after that, just a few of the single-family after that, right? To fill that in, it won't be many. And then possibly in the future, an additional few more of the apartment complexes.
Danny, do you have any more questions? No other questions. Okay, you look like you were thinking, so
No,
I didn't.
no,
I
no.
cut you off. I was wondering because I was going to cut you off. All right. Now, if there's no other questions or discussion, do I hear a motion to approve 4C?
Motion to approve 4C.
Second.
Motion is second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison?
Yes.
Councilmember Shear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Yes. 4D, consideration and possible approval of employee health and dental benefit with Blue Cross Blue Shield, vision benefit with VSP renewals, and group life, AD&D, and dependent life with Hartford, or take other appropriate action.
Hello. There's a pretty detailed memo in with the meeting, but if you have any questions, this is Dave from Dillingham.
All right.
So.
Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Be happy to answer any questions. This stuff can be very confusing.
Can you give us a quick rundown, Pam, as to why we're switching, why we're here, what we're doing?
Well, what we did was switch brokers. Insurance, some of them, as you can see, there's several different tiers. I believe are all still with Blue Cross Blue Shield. We only had 2 tiers.
2 rate tiers.
2 rate tiers, and we're changing that. Dillingham Benefits has been really good to be here at several meetings to explain things to us and go through all of our insurances and really tell us, what we had, what we didn't have, what we could offer, what we could change. When we got the first, and this one did too, the increase to our city was 27%.
It was actually 30.
Was it at 30? Oh, it was 30, wasn't
right.
it? Came in at 30%, and I can tell you, most cities in Oklahoma have gotten anywhere from, 20 to 30, most of them being in that 25 to 30 range. So we were really trying I needed to get a better grip on it myself, just to say, okay, what are we offering? What is it really costing the city, and what can we do that can save some funds but still offer really good benefits. So I feel like this is what Dillingham has come in and done, and I will kind of let Dave take it from there on some of the things.
So yeah, we ended up with an option with Blue Cross that was the best available. We requested quotes from the other three big carriers, United Healthcare, Cigna, and Aetna. They all declined. We got some self-funded quotes, and because of some large claimants hanging out there, we had some very large lasers on those, which means that they would insure all the healthy people, but not as much of the sick people. So the Blue Cross option ended up being the most palatable one. One thing that we did do when Pam mentioned from going from 2 tiers to 4 tiers on your employees, what we mean by that is you've got employee only as a tier, and then employee spouse, employee children, and then family tiers. When we asked Blue Cross about this, they said that you were the last client they had in the state that still only had 2 tiers. And so by making it 4 tiers, it makes it more equitable. So currently, I would argue that your single parents that just have an employee and a child are paying more than they should because they're paying the same price as a whole family would. And so with this proposal, the pricing would go from 30%, we were able to negotiate down about 3%, and then this plan, which only reduces your benefits slightly, your deductible goes from $800 to $1,100, and then there's 2 networks. I'm sure Vice Mayor Simulescu is familiar with the Blue Preferred and the Blue Advantage. This allows us to kind of have the best of both worlds and still have a very competitive package that is still considered a gold plan. It's still Insure Oklahoma qualified. Those people would continue to receive those subsidies, and it just allows us to have a more modern plan design, and it's just of all the options that none of them were fantastic. This was the best we could come up with at about a 15.5% increase on the medical.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be I know we went through this, obviously our little clinic's a lot smaller, but we had similar, and I think we went with a hybrid type as well, as far as Blue Cross and Blue Advantage combined type of situation, because it was a little bit cheaper. But yeah, it seems like every year you go up 20-30%, it seems like. So I understand that, but it seems like it is better from that standpoint.
And we will continue to look every year as your broker and consultant, go out to market, which we did this year, a full market search, and as soon as your risk lowers enough to consider more viable options, we'll want to think long term. But our firm works with a lot of large employers. We have a lot of self-funded employers, and you can save a lot of money by getting creative, but you have to have the risk profile for that to make sense. Any questions? I would argue the next slide is probably worth mentioning briefly as well. What we've done is we've taken those 2 tiered rates. You can see on the left what the employee's contribution is. That's what the EE contribution is. Towards the right, the ER contribution is what the city pays. So what we did was continue to have the city of Durant pay 100% of the employee-only premium. And I backed into the math on how it's structured currently, and the city pays 47% of the additional premium in each tier for family members. And so we just simply move that same formula over to the new pricing. The actual, you can see if you want to compare the employee contribution on the left, that EE contribution on the left versus the EE contribution on the right. The employee and spouses are going to see a reduction in what comes out of their check every 2 weeks, or that's monthly. And the family members will see a significant increase, but they have been, I would argue, underpaying their fair share up until now. So we may have 56 folks that aren't thrilled, but it's still a very, very competitive plan and a very competitive payroll deduction. The average we're seeing in the market is between $900 and $1,400 a month for family coverage, and you're still way below that. This makes it more equitable between the different tiers.
Makes me want to sign up for this.
Yes, and that's the other thing we have to be careful about. I mentioned as we consulted, and I'm sorry, we'll get through this quickly. Your benefits are very, very good here, and very, very inexpensive to to get on the health plan. There's a thing called adverse selection where if you're too rich and you offer too good of benefits at too cheap a price, you can start attracting people that aren't healthy that want to come to work for you to take advantage of that. And then that could cause our claims and things to get out of whack. So I want to keep things equitable. We did some benchmarking, some other things that we looked at to help set things up based on our recommendations, and we're hoping this will go over well later this week with our open enrollment meetings. Dental is easy, keeping the same dental plan, no rate increase. Same benefits, same with vision, keeping things the same, no increase with BSP. Moving the group life to the Hartford for a slight increase, but they offered very, very competitive rates on the voluntary life insurance for your employees and significantly lower costs than our current approach on all the other lines of coverage: disability, voluntary life, critical illness, cancer, hospital. We're replacing what we currently have with the Hartford at a significant reduction in cost to the employees.
Anybody else? Any other questions? Do I hear a motion to approve? Which one is this?
Motion to approve 4D.
4D. Sorry, a moment. Second. Motion is second. Please call a roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison?
Yes.
Councilmember Shear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Yes. All right. Now, 5, public
you.
hearings. This is a public
Thank you,
hearing.
Dave.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Public hearing on proposed fiscal year 2026-2027 budget resolution R-2026-04. Do we have anything else to add on the budget?
I'll just add, of course, you just heard all the insurance stuff. We have included a 3% cost of living adjustment for all employees. You will see on your documents that our IT service fund has increased tremendously. Of course, we all know what that was from the cybersecurity attack we had in June of 2025, with all of the upgrades and new equipment and that we've had to have to bring us up to this century. So, but mostly like you can see, it just increased 2.42% from the budget, the general fund budget from last year to this year. So, pretty flat.
Most of our general expenditure is police, fire, right, safety. So, and that's been consistent throughout our.
Pretty consistent, yes.
Our, at least since we've been on council, and probably before that as well. That seems to be a.
And it's that way everywhere.
It's that
not
way
just
everywhere,
here,
yeah.
It's across the nation.
And then, other than that, like you said, pretty flat across the board. Not much difference. So, all right. Any other questions on the budget? Any questions from the audience? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right. 5B. Do I hear a motion for the consideration and approval, or I guess the approval of Resolution R-2026-04, adopting the budget for fiscal year 2027?
Motion to approve 5B.
A motion is second. Please call a roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison?
Yes.
Councilmember Shear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Yes. All right,
Before we
motion-
leave this one, I just want to give thanks to Angie and the finance department, and really all the department heads and supervisors too, because we start this in like February with department head meetings to say, okay, what do you really need? What's just a want? What can we do, in the next 5 years? So this budget is not an easy task. It takes time and lots of effort and lots of meetings. So thank you to all the staff that worked on this.
Yeah, thank you guys, we do appreciate you. Actually, I was gonna say that, and then you took it, and that's fine.
so
We
fine.
do appreciate y'all. We've been, as well, you guys do many more hours in the budget than we do, but we do as well. You guys, once you get all the stuff together, then you present it to us, so we do appreciate the timely information, and answering all our questions and working with us to move the city forward in a good direction, so we do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now that that's been said, I don't think I got anything else. We have no new business, so I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second, please call a roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Yes.
Councilmember Morrison?
Yes.
Councilmember Shear?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Yes, we are adjourned. Thank you, folks.